So the season is ended. Champions League has ended, and I think this is when people want to review the season and talk about the most irrelevant, pointless, and dumbest award, the Ballon d'Or. Suffice to say, as people may know, I don't give a damn about the Ballon d'Or. I think it's a stupid award. When I was growing up, the Ballon d'Or was just a sideshow. It was nothing. There was never a big deal made out of it, because that's when football really mattered, and the only award that mattered was World Cups, Euros, Copa Americas, Nations Cups, Champions Leagues, and league titles. The Ballon d'Or was just like an extra thing. It was just a personal award. It had nothing really to do with football based on importance. We live in the clickbait world. We live in the world of hype, popularity. Therefore, Ballon d'Or has now become this huge big deal. So this is just me giving my 5 cents about it, because after the season has ended, you say to yourself, who was the best player overall this season, and who should get the Ballon d'Or? Who should be the best player this season? It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one, but I think the reason why I made this video is I have to get my stuff out there. I don't give a damn what people say. I don't care whether people say, oh no, why are you saying this? Because I could easily go with the crowd and just, go with what everyone is saying. I can't do it. I've tried to do it. I've tried to, bow down, but I have to get the truth out, because, this is real. This is just me being real. Anybody saying that Cristiano should even be in the conversation, I think that's just stupid. It's dumb. And I think this goes back to what your boy Bat Simpson, A.K. Lam, was saying. This player of the season things are too focused on attacking players. Where are the midfielders? Where are the defenders? And if you really want to say outstanding player of this season, he's still racist, he still eats people, you've got to mention the cannibal. You simply have to, because he's had an absolutely outstanding season for Barcelona. An absolutely outstanding season. So if you want to think of who has been an outstanding player this season, the cannibal. Not only the amount of goals he's scored, the kinds of goals he's scored, and the kind of impact he's made on Barcelona. He's just had an outstanding season. But you've got to mention Sergio Ramos, as in captain of Real Madrid, more consistent of a performer for Real Madrid, and the first defender to score in 2 Champions League finals. That's an amazing achievement. And he had a very good performance in the Champions League final. Because for me, it's an insult to my intelligence for you to even put Cristiano in the conversation, because this is not about me hating. Let's be real and objective. Has Cristiano really had an amazing season? Has he had as amazing a season as the cannibal? Because as I said again, forget about the amount of goals. Have you seen the kinds of goals that the cannibal scored this season for Barcelona? The amount of times he scored hat-tricks, the way he's played, his performance. This is based on performance, not stats. This isn't a goal-scoring word. This is performance as a player. Cristiano, okay, he's very well played, scoring a hat-trick against Wolfsburg. What did he do against Man City? I believe Pepe had a masterclass in defense in that first leg, and I believe in the second leg it was a team performance. Cristiano, he was nowhere to be seen in the Champions League final. So because he scored the final winning penalty, because he scored a penalty, he should now be considered for the award. This is why it's become a popularity contest. It has become stupid. People have made a mockery of the sport, because, again, why is the Ballon d'Or so important? Why has so much importance been placed upon it? It just doesn't make sense. And the fact is that if, let's say, Cristiano doesn't do well in the Euros, that won't matter, because the whole point of the Ballon d'Or is that they are feeding the popularity age that we live in. So it is important that he has to be at least in the final 3, because it generates interest, it generates click. This is the whole clickbait world. And for me, I could get into the whole clickbait thing and just have article upon article based on, oh, Messi, Cristiano, oh, he now has 3 Champions Leagues, Messi has 4, these are the 2 legends. I didn't grow up like that. I'm sorry, okay? I did not grow up like that. Football is a real sport. It's real. It means something. There is an organicness to it. This is not the film industry. This isn't Hollywood. This isn't fake. This isn't about what you look like, growing muscles, or plucking your eyebrows. It's about football. It's about performance. And I've said again, if you're going to put Cristiano out as I said again, an amazing goal scorer. If you're going to make him the face of football, as in this is the benchmark of footballing excellence, you demean the sport. You insult all the greats who have come before in the sport. Because Cristiano, as a player, is not on the level of Messi. He's not on the level of the Cannibals. He's not on the level of Lewandowski. He's not on the level of Douglas Costa. He's not on the level of Sergio Ramos, of Pepe, of all these players who, based on the position, perform amazingly over 90 minutes. So that's just that's just what I wanted to say out there, is that it's different. I mean, for me, if someone had to tell me, like, as of right now, because we still have the Copa America and the Euros to go, as of right now, who deserves the award, it's difficult. But for me, I am because again, you have to look. I'm tossing between. Because again, you have to look at best performance, because you've got to look at what Koulibaly did for Napoli. Look at what Higuain did, breaking the scoring record in scoring record which has been held for how many years in a very difficult league to score those goals in a team like Napoli, who don't have the strongest midfielders and who are not considered one of the strongest teams. He's going to be put in the conversation. He's going to be put in the conversation. Douglas Costa has been put in the conversation because his performance, keyword, buzzword performance this season, over 90 minutes consistently, has been amazing. So Douglas Costa has to be put in the conversation. Even Mahrez as well for Leicester City. Again, look at what he's doing based on the kind of players around him, because that has to be taken into account. How well are you performing based on those around you? If you've played football, you know that it is difficult to have an effect on a game individually if your team isn't up to snuff. But if you have great midfielders around you, if you've got a great team, it is easier. It's not me hating, it's a fact. If you've played football, you would know that it is easier to operate in a team with great players than it is to operate with a team who have average players. So, but again, I know that I'm blowing hot air. I know at the end of the day, we're probably going to see Cristiano, Messi, and maybe the Cannibal. And for me, it's like, that's why I say I don't even want to do these Ballon d'Or videos anymore, because I'm like, you know what? I don't need the kind of clickbait and the traffic and all that kind of stuff, because for me, I feel stupid doing it, because I mean, am I really going to make another Ballon d'Or video again where Cristiano is in the final three? Am I really going to do another reaction video if he ends up winning it? I look like a flipping idiot. I look stupid because people are confused. If it's a goal scoring award, give him the award every single season. If this is an award for performance, it's like, if I'm almost like an idiot here. If this is performance, the best player this season, who performed the best? And when I look at performance, how well did you play over 90 minutes? Not how many goals you scored in particular minutes. How well did you play over 90 minutes? Cristiano isn't in the conversation, because Gareth Bale, Modric, Pepe, Sergio Ramos perform better over 90 minutes in that same team. Cannibal performs better over 90 minutes in the same team. Okay, it's about doing stuff and being in the game over 90 minutes. And you can't talk to me about, oh, well, he's a striker, all that kind of stuff. No, look at what Lewandowski does. Look at what the Cannibal does. Look at what Ronaldo did back in the day for Inter Milan and Barcelona. So that's just me saying that, you have to ask yourselves, guys, if you truly love football and you truly appreciate football, you wouldn't care about the Ballon d'Or. You would know that this is fake, this is manufactured, this is just buying into the clickbait era. You would know this. But if you don't really care about football, all you want to do is just be a fanboy, and you just want to buy into the whole fanship and everything because, oh, it's cool, then yeah, man, talk about the Ballon d'Or, enjoy it. But I love football. I'll always love football, and I've always got to keep it real. I've always got to keep it 1,000 and say that the system of the Ballon d'Or is flawed. It doesn't reward the best performing player. It rewards the most popular player and the player that people most want to see win it. Because again, everyone gets served. The people click the articles, they make the money through the ads. It generates interest for the people writing the magazines. It generates interest for people selling the merchandise at these awards. So everybody's happy. So people have vested interest in it. So at the end of the day, football loses. But The bottom line is this, because I don't want to end this one on a bad note. At the end of the day, the Copa America is coming and the Euros is coming. Whoever wins that, whoever plays well in those tournaments, I talk about them. I bow down to them. I bow down to what Vidal and Diaz and Alexis Sanchez did at the Copa America. I bow down to what Muller has been doing for Germany across his World Cups for a man of his age. I bow down to what Bart Simpson did at that World Cup last time. I bow down to what Iniesta and Xavi were doing for Spain at the Euros, at the World Cup, and for the Champions League. Those guys I know are elite. And you know what? Do you know who I'd give the Ballon d'Or to? Good way to end it. I would give that Ballon d'Or to Andres Iniesta. Because in my opinion, the best performing player, the best football player I have seen this entire season, as far as, no, this guy is just the best, is Iniesta. That's just me. You know, I just think, for me, it's two guys. It's between Iniesta and Koulibaly, because, you know, defenders also play football as well. Iniesta, because I just think all round he's just been the best player this season. His technique and balance and touch has been way beyond anybody I've seen across all leagues in football. And for Koulibaly, I think for defending, his reading of the game, and just how well he's done in that position, I don't think I've seen anybody perform better in that central defensive position than Koulibaly. But hey guys, that's just me talking football, not being in a popularity contest. Peace out.